how would you sell something to you? A lot of your followers are software or service providers who would love to work with you. I'd love to know how you all would sell you, or I guess more broadly, how to sell 8 and 9 figure brands.
I'm curious because I'll take it from the position of like, we're self-funded. We have a lot of people invested in this. It's a little bit larger team than it could be. Like we're right now, as we sit, we just passed the 60 million. And so we're 60 million in 2.5 years on the way to 9 figures. That's the hope, right? As long as we don't do anything wrong, don't derail it.
Yeah.
So like the considerations are much different than it was if I was like 5 to 10 to 50 million, because I'm still pretty lean at that point. I'm not spending a bunch on any tech or apps. Now we're kind of like, yo, we'll take the demo. We'll take most demo calls that come to us if it can help us do the thing that we're trying to accomplish. Paid retail. I think we had a call yesterday with somebody in retail, and Brian's like, we're going to use this app. We need this as a non-negotiable. Nobody in that room challenged him. Like, that's what you need as a leader of your department division. Go do it.
Right.
So we didn't even ask price. So I think we're at a point where we will take the demo. We will grind on price. But you need to be very, very clear and upfront of what that price is going to be from the very first phone call. Like, I don't want to get 30, 40 minutes in the demo and I know like, oh, it's a sliding percentage of scale and based upon where you're at, it's 30, 40,000 a month.
Yeah, I think in terms of selling into an 8-figure, 9-figure brand, first things first, actually, let me put it this way. You could sell something commoditized or non-commoditized. If you sell something commoditized, that's okay. Everybody says don't sell commoditized.
Yeah.
Which I love to not if I can. Right. I love to avoid like selling in a commodity thing, like where it's like, oh, I have an email marketing software and so do they, and so do they, and so do they. And now we're just going to compete on like features for price, basically. If you sell commoditized, the better position to be in is sell in an area where I'm maximizing, not optimizing. So I want, like right now at Royo, we have 3 different creative agencies. We have independent creators that work for us. Like if you come sell me creative, I'll be like, yeah, I'll give you a shot. It's an easy yes for me because we're sourcing a lot of different creatives from a lot of different places.
You're open-minded about that specific need.
We are maximizing in that area.
Yes.
At some point, we will pull back to optimizing in that area. And it will be harder to crack in. If you come to me and try and sell me an email marketing software, it's like, dude, now there's so many considerations. I'm not testing multiple email. Yeah. If you come to me and sell me a different solution for my subscription management. If you come to me and sell me a different like thing for landing page, it's like, oof, there's switching cost. We're not maximizing in this area. So yeah, like if you are selling me areas where I'm always maximizing is the place that is like, I see as the biggest problem or bottleneck in the business. You know what I mean?
It shifts.
Yeah. And it shifts
right now,
over time.
we're not spending, like we're trying to maximize retention. So I'm actually considering how do we inbox better? Like we're looking at Mailman. We're looking at a couple of the competitors.
So anybody who helps you with retention. So anybody who does mailers, anybody who does like any kind of like email delivery service, any like SaaS or service provider in there, you will probably try them right now because you're maximizing right there. So if you're gonna
there goes your inbox.
Yeah. That's
but this is how it is.
I think that's what people wanted us to address on the pod.
But this is the biggest thing about this. Like as the leadership continues to grow, or at least just decision making. We have to spend in areas because we are light on the people and they're overworked.
Yep.
Right. And so people, like the thing that I keep saying, this from the agency game, this from the early game. It's like you want your people redlining at 80%. What does that mean? Like, well, you want them going as hard as they can at doing not everything, but doing some like the 80-20 rule. And then like the last 20%, you need them to book demos. You need them to start seeing if there are other solutions and other problems that they can solve with some sort of support and tech, not just people.
Yeah.
And so in this moment, all of us from the department is going like, ideally my department looks like this. If we can't look like this, here's the things I need.
Yeah.
And we're ending the year and we're redoing that from retail to marketing to sales and experience. So those buckets of interest, which kind of doesn't, the smaller brands or the brands where like you guys are purposely staying lean, you make the decision across every single piece.
Yeah.
So how are you looking at this going like, well, I don't need a lot to get as efficient and as good as I've already done because you're pretty lean, but I do feel like you guys are an anomaly.
And you keep things really simple. So I'm curious how to sell you.
That's what I was going to say is like, if you're specifics of like me and the company we run, it's going to be really hard to sell me on something. And most anything I have in my tech stack is from a friend recommendation.
For sure.
Because it'll be like you or Mark or somebody like hit me up and be like, Bart, are you on this thing yet? And I'm like, no, what is it? And then if I have trust in you as a friend to tell me like, no, just try it. Like the onboarding has to be simple for us. Like I don't want to waste weeks getting onto a platform. But outside of that, like everything I have in our tech stack is simply based off somebody telling me like, hey bro, it worked for me and you should try it. And I would say it's like on this topic, it's actually better to observe like how not to do these sales approaches. Cause a lot of people are just like, you know, our inboxes are flooded with like really hooky subjects. And then they're like, it'll be like bar X company as a subject. And then you'll click and be like, shit, why is my name in this?
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, I'll give you a 6x ROAS or your money back. Like, I just think how to sell to people is more like, how can you actually approach it in a more like a friend told me situation? It's almost like door knocking, right? When people wash your windows, they're like, hey, I just did your, you know, Sally's house down the street.
I can hit yours.
It's a little cheesy, but at the same time, like if you have trust from another person building a brand and they use it, then that's kind of like, okay, I'm trusting what you're saying. If it worked for them, maybe it'll work for me. But yeah, we keep it so lean that I usually say no to everything.